Hey guys, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Spark and welcome to another Spider-Man toy review. Today, let's take a look at this new Spider-Man set from Marvel Legends. It's the Marvel's Kingpin Build-A-Figure. Alright Spidey fans, so what we have in front of us is the new Spider-Man set from Marvel Legends. It's the Marvel's Kingpin Build-A-Figure. So this figure consists of 7 different characters, as you can see here. I really love displaying my Marvel Legends this way, boxed, because of this very nice artwork right here. So this wave consists of 7 different characters, and 6 of them contains a Build-A-Figure part in which we will use to build Kingpin later. So quickly, for the 7 characters included in this wave are Spider-Man, Marvel's Black Cat, Marvel's Puma, Black Symbiote Spider-Man, Marvel's Night Thrasher, Silver Sable, and the Red Goblin. So very nice artwork there. I really appreciate how these figures are boxed. Very nice pictures of individual characters. As I've mentioned earlier, we shall be reviewing each of the individual figures in our future videos, but just for the sake of this video, let's just take a look at the individual figures. So first up is Marvel's Spider-Man. So one thing I quickly noticed for this figure is from the promo pictures, this came with an extra pair of hands, but the actual figure, as you can see, no extra hands. So an extra hand would be really handy, pun intended. But this final figure, this is what we have. So at the top you can see here the Spider-Man logo. At the bottom, so just some product details, and at the back, photo of Spider-Man along with the other individual figures. So Spider-Man doesn't came with the BAF part, with the Build-A-Figure part. And just very quickly, we have Spider-Man, Marvel's Black Cat that came with the right hand, right arm, Marvel's Puma that came with the body, Black Symbiote Spider-Man that came with the head, Marvel's Night Thrasher that came with the right leg, Marvel's Silver Sable that came with the right arm, and Red Goblin that came with the right foot, right leg. So that's Marvel Spider-Man. I'm really happy that we got an official 6-arm Spidey. Alright. And next is Black Cat. So here's Black Cat. As far as I can remember, we already have Black Cat for the new Marvel Legends line, Hasbro line, in the Ultimate Green Goblin. So the old Black Cat is part of the Ultimate Green Goblin line, wherein she appears in a more classic look for Black Cat. And for this version, I think this is a new suit. As you can see here, she has a yellow paint near his collars, and it looks like a eyes of a cat. So she came with the lasso, or I don't know, lace, lasso I think. And here's Kingpin's cane, and along with another buff part. So that's Black Cat. At the top, Spider-Man logo. At the bottom, just some product details. Here's an artwork, same artwork as the other side. And here's the toy photography of Black Cat at the back. And here she is at the other side. And next is Puma. So here's Marvel's Puma. So for a close-up look, there he is. Okay, that came with the body. So this feels very heavy because of the body. So no accessories for Puma. There's at the side the artwork. Looks like the movie X-Men Sabretooth for me. Very angry Puma right there. At the side, at the top, Spider-Man logo, and the bottoms are just some product details again. And for the next figure, the second, my second favorite of the wave is the Black Symbiote Spider-Man. So I'm not yet familiar what version of Black Symbiote Spider-Man this is. Hit me in the comment section if you know. I don't really read the comics nowadays, but the effect here is if you can see, his lens is quite detached on his mask, halfway detached. So nice version there of Black Symbiote Spider-Man. And this came with an extra pair of hands compared to the first figure that doesn't came with the extra hands. At least for this figure, it's the same with the product shots, with the preview pictures of this wave, and it came with the two heads, so very nice. One angry Kingpin and one poker face Kingpin right there. So for at the top, Spider-Man logo, and at the bottom, just product details. At the side, here's an artwork for Black Symbiote Spider-Man. Toy photography at the back, and at the back, another artwork. Next is Marvel's Night Thrasher. So I'm not yet familiar also with this character, but it looks good to me. Looks like a Power Ranger character. But anyway, he came with a lot of accessories. He has this skateboard. So nice skateboard right there. I think this is something to hold the buttons. He has these weapons. So looks like Black Ninja right there. Here's the artwork for Night Thrasher. Toy photography at the back. There's Night Thrasher, and the other side. At the top, surprisingly, no Spider-Man logo. I don't know if this is a packaging error or they deliberately did this, but the product details at the back, all of them has the Spider-Man logo at the top, but he is missing that one. So very unique for Night Thrasher for the packaging. Next is Silver Sable. So here's Silver Sable. One of honestly, on the promo pictures, I'm not amazed with Silver Sable, but I think I'm starting to like her now. Nice figure. Here's Silver Sable at the side. Gave me the buff part, of course. At the back, toy photography for Silver Sable. I hope you can see that. The packaging is glossy, so the lights are getting in the way of the camera lens. And at the side, here's Silver Sable. So very pretty face, huh? And lastly is the Red Goblin. So I think this Red Goblin is intended to be the nemesis for this Black Symbiote Spider-Man version. As you can see here, the eyes is also quite detached from the helmet, or from their mask, and it came with the tendrils and a pumpkin in which it has a pair of lens. The eyes are also detached from the pumpkin. That's the effect, if you can see that. I hope you can see that. So there you go. So tendrils and a pumpkin and a buff part. And at the bottom, you can see he has a big tail. I hope you can see that red part over there. And at the side, here's the Red Goblin artwork. At the back, you can see him holding his pumpkin. And here he is at the side. Of course, Spider-Man logo at the top and product details at the bottom. So that's a quick look for the packaging for these 7 amazing figures for this Marvel Legends Kingpin wave. And let's open all of them and let's see how amazing this set really is. And here they are out of their packaging. So just in case you're wondering how they're packaged inside their boxes, here's part of the tray. Here's the tray. If you remove the plastic tray, you can see here some lines, some Spider-Man logos right here and there. So this is how it looked like. And for the plastic tray, something new I noticed is this time it has a top cover. We oftentimes receive our packages, our figures this way trade, but this time it has a top cover, additional plastic to hold the figures securely, more securely. I don't know if this is a good idea, environment friendly wise, but this is another set of extra plastic, and for those who are not keeping their figures in their boxes, will just throw that away. This figure came out this 2018, December 2018. I got this 4 days ago, and I just decided to do the review right now on my free time, and here they are. So there's 6-arm Spidey, Black Cat, Puma, Black Symbiote, Spider-Man, Night Thrasher, Silver Sable, and the Green Goblin. So let's take a quick close-up look on them and their individual accessories. So there's the arm, cane, a whip for Black Cat, the Kingpin's body, 2 heads, extra pair of hands, the feet, weapons for Night Thrasher, the one that holds the weapons, skateboard, 2 guns for Silver Sable, an arm, leg, tendrils, and the pumpkin for Red Goblin. So here's Spider-Man, close-up look at Spider-Man. So there you go. So classic logo for Spider-Man on his chest, and a classic logo on his back. So in case you are wondering, his hands are detachable. From the promo pictures, yes, you got this should came with the extra pair of hands. So you just might want to browse your old Spider-Man figures for extra hands, and just pick up the right shade of red if you want some closed fist or other forms of hands for your Spider-Man. And for this extra pair of hands and arms for 6-arm Spidey, yes, they're detachable. So many customizers, I think, will pick this up just for the hands, for their custom for their projects and future custom figures. So that's quickly your 6-arm Spidey. And here's your Black Cat. Here's Black Cat. Close-up look with Black Cat. Right there. You can see she has this yellow eyes on her chest, a whip wrapping around her waist, and a little on her thigh, and the boots. This is made of soft plastic, along with this fur on her arm. This is also made of soft plastic. And for the whip accessory itself, she can hold this with his right hand. So there you go. There's Black Cat with her whip in the front, at the side, at the back, and at the other side. So there's Black Cat. And here's Marvel's Puma. So he has this necklace, and it's removable. Yes, so it's removable. And close-up look on his body. He also has this fur accessory on her lower leg, and this is also made of soft plastic. And here is at the back. Okay, no accessories, no other accessories for Puma. His belt is not detachable either. So that's Puma. And quickly for Black Symbiote Spider-Man, here's a close-up look on his head. And yes, as you can notice, each side, the lens on his mask is a little bit detached from his mask. And here's the Spider-Man logo on his chest and on his back. His feet, he's not wearing any shoes. You can see the his fingers, his toes. And for his hands, yes, this is detachable. You can replace them with the extra pair of hands that again doesn't come with the 6-arm Spidey. So both closed fists, and the other side is an open hand right there. So you can put 2 closed fists, 2 open hands, 1 closed fist, 1 open hand, whichever do you prefer. And here's Night Thrasher. There's a close-up look for Night Thrasher. So I think some customizers will also get him just for the body parts. But it's an amazing figure. So it's also bulky. Nice figure. And this part right here is detachable, so you can remove that. Be careful not to lose that one. And for his accessories, he has this skateboard. So I find this little short or small for Night Thrasher for this very large figure, and it's very hard to stand, to make him stand. You got to have a nice balancing skills for Night Thrasher. So there you go. I think yeah, it's very hard to stand with this skateboard. And his skateboard, this is the one who holds his accessories, so you can put the skateboard right there. You can peg this. It has 2 peg holes. You can put this at his back. I don't know if this should be this way with this one pointed up, or should be this way, but I think this is the right position for his little backpack that holds his accessories. So there you go. That's the skateboard, and you can also put his buttons right there. So there you go, and put this on his back right there. So there you go. For his weapons, he can hold both on his hand, with his hands like that, or you can combine this into one huge weapon like this. So you can hold this like that. And that is Night Thrasher. So many options for Night Thrasher right there. And here's Silver Sable. So this is also detachable. His holster, or yeah, and also at the other side, of course, very quickly right there. Her belt is not detachable. Her bag right here, her straps is also detachable if you would like to. She also has peg hole at the back. For her guns, two sets of 2 pieces of guns. If I could just put that on her hand right there. Oh, there you go. So that's Silver Sable. Come on, right there. And for the other gun right there, so that's Silver Sable. Here she is at the front, at the side, at the back, and at the other side. And last but not the least is the Red Goblin. Come on, stand. Here's Red Goblin. So there you go. So close up for the face of Red Goblin. So there you go. That's Red Goblin. His body, his feet, his arms, and he has a peg hole on his back. So you can peg this tendrils. Here he is with the tendrils on his back. I hope you can see that. And here he is at the front with his tendrils on. And of course, he can hold his pumpkin on his hands. there's the pumpkins. There you go. There's Red Goblin. So that's it for the 6 figures, and we will form now Kingpin, the Build-A-Figure for this set. And now let's form Kingpin, the Build-A-Figure for this set, for this wave. So let's form him the Voltron way. What I mean is form feet and legs first. Form feet and legs. Now form the arms and torso. The torso first. Let's get Kingpin's body. Attach it, the legs to his body, and his arms, the right arm, and the left arm. Just plug it in. Plug them all. And now form the head. Let's take a look first at Kingpin's neutral face, the poker face Kingpin. Okay, so there you go. And he can I think he can hold this cane. Maybe not that way, this way. And there you go. There's Kingpin, the Build-A-Figure for this wave. So quite large. He's really tall. And here's his head, his angry head. Just in case you want to see that. Here's at the side, and at the back, at the top, and at the bottom. So here is Kingpin. Close-up look for Kingpin at the side, at the other side, at the top, and at the back. So here's the cane itself. So there you go. That's the cane. Diamond at the top, gold at this part, and black for the rest of the cane. And here's Kingpin. Here's Kingpin with his angry face. So let's plug this off and put Kingpin with his angry face. So you have 2 display options for Kingpin: the angry Kingpin and the neutral face Kingpin. And for Kingpin's articulation, his head can move right and left. He cannot look all the way because his jacket is on the way, but his head can move this far up and move this far down. He has no ab crunch or ab articulation, but he has this rotation on his body right there. No waist swivel. His arms can move 360 degrees and move this far up and move this far down. He's on a single jointed elbow. He can move his lower arm right like that and move this far down. He is also on a wrist swivel, so his arms can move down and up and 360 degrees. As you can see, his hand has a ring in his left little finger, and his arms right there is on this kind of pose to hold his cane. Unfortunately, I cannot make him hold his cane like this. Maybe if they made, maybe you can post that like that. Oh, look. You just have to force it somehow. But yeah, it's possible. But not that secure, not that securely in place. But it's designed to hold his cane like that. And for his legs, this can move forward like this and this far back, and he's on a single jointed knee. His knees can bend like this, and back in position like that, straight. And his feet unfortunately cannot be moved up and down, very little, because his pants are on the way. But he has also this very little ankle rocker articulation. So there you go for Kingpin. And in case if you are wondering if his jacket can be removed, yes. So here's Kingpin first with his jacket. So you can see the purple handkerchief right there, some buttons right here, the pockets right there. So here is at the front, at the side, at the back, and at the other side. And without his jacket, all you have to do is to unplug his arms and remove this jacket and plug in again his arms, both of his arms right there. And there you go, Kingpin without the jacket. So here he is with the purple necktie right there, and the black inside clothes inside. Here he is at the front, at the side, at the back, and at the other side. And a close-up look on his jacket. Here it is. Here's the inside. So nothing much. So the purple handkerchief, the buttons, the pockets, and some wrinkle effects for this jacket at both sides. So you don't want to touch Kingpin with your hands dirty, because this is white, so it would get easily dirty. And I just hope that this figure will not be a victim of yellowing plastic syndrome, which we already knew in our past Marvel Legends figures. And for some size comparisons, here's your Monster Venom Build-A-Figure along with your Kingpin along with Build-A-Figure Rhino, and with Absorbing Man and Sandman Build-A-Figures. And for more size comparisons, here's your Marvel Legends Kingpin with Dr. Otto Octavius, with Carnage. And for some more villains, your standard 6-inch Shocker and the Green Goblin. So there you go. And for some size comparisons for his wave mates, here he is with the Red Goblin, here he is with Puma, here he is with Night Thrasher, and here he is with the Black Symbiote Spider-Man, here he is with the Black Cat, Silver Sable, and last but not the least, here he is with the 6-arm Spider-Man. So there you go. Alright, so some final words before we end. If I could rate this from the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, I would give this a rating of 7.5 or 8. A little low, I know, because personally for me, I don't need all of the characters from this set. If I could pick who's the number 1 character for this set, that would be 6-arm Spidey. Although he does not come with the extra pair of hands compared to what was advertised in the promo pictures before for this Spider-Man wave. But yeah, a 6-arm Spidey is always good and is always a nice addition to my Spider-Verse collection. My number 2 pick would be Kingpin. I know some of you would say Kingpin should be the number 1 figure for this wave. You know what, guys? I must agree with you, because the fact that he came with a cane accessory, when instead Hasbro can give us the plain Kingpin body, he came with the cane accessory and with this angry Kingpin head. The fact that you can remove his coat you know that when Kingpin is angry, he likes to, and he would fight, he would like to always take his suit off. So an angry Kingpin with the suit off, and a neutral face Kingpin with the suit on. So more playability and display options for Kingpin there. And the bulkiness and the height of Kingpin is just right. I think this is perfect and a nice addition to our Spider-Man collection, Spider-Man villains collection. Okay, so I think there's no wrong or right opinion about who's number 1 or number 2 in terms of Spider-Man and Kingpin, but I don't think any other characters from this wave would be number 1 or number 2, at least aside from these two. It's either Kingpin or Spider-Man battling for number 1 and 2 spots. For number 3 figure, for the third figure I love would be Black Symbiote Spider-Man. He's a nice addition to my Black Spider-Man collection. Number 4 would be Puma, another Spider-Man villain, sometimes an ally, so display him as you wish. A nice addition to your Spider-Man villains as well, and as well as Black Cat. She is an anti-hero, so she could be displayed as Spider-Man villain or Spider-Man ally. And number 6 would be Red Goblin. Although I don't need I don't need Red Goblin, but he's also a nice addition to your Spider-Man villains. Silver Sable right here at number 7. I think she is for more for collectors who collects the entire Marvel universe. But she is also a Spider-Man ally. So if you collect Spider-Man allies, she is also a nice addition for that. For Thrasher, although he has nice accessories, but his skateboard is a little small for his height and his bulkiness. I think I don't know Thrasher personally. I don't know if he's in the Spider-Man universe, and I think the box says it all that it doesn't have the Spider-Man logo right there at the top. Please hit me in the comment section about Thrasher, if he's indeed worked with Spider-Man or he's a villain. So for these three, I think Spider-Man, 6-arm Spider-Man is a must-have. Kingpin is a must-have if you collect Spider-Man villains, and Black Costume Spider-Man for me is also a nice-to-have figure if you are also into different Spider-Man, Black Spider-Man collection. And a nice addition to your collection would be Puma and Black Cat, and I could pass for these three. Also, maybe I'll think twice for Red Goblin, but for Silver Sable and Night Thrasher, I could pass on them. All right. I think that's it. That's it for our Spider-Man collection review for today. This is the Spider-Man review of Marvel Legends Kingpin Build-A-Figure Wave. So we have a Facebook page that's called Spider-Man Collection Philippines by Park Rafael. Please visit us, and from there you can see more Spider-Man collection photos, photo galleries, and more Spidey stuff. And thank you for staying with me at this point of the video, and as always, thank you for watching, and always stay amazing.